Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, aka KC, whatever you want to call me. I'm here to entertain all you masses and bring you another amazing romantic comedy movie recommendation and review your way right here on our YouTube channel. As you can tell by the thumbs, I'm going to just jump right into it. I want to make it nice, short, and sweet. Trying to make these videos a little bit less. I don't know if you guys noticed that over the last couple of weeks that, I've kind of been trying to reduce my best instead of boring you guys, because instead of me telling you everything about a movie, you can go check it out for yourself. But like always, I always do a non-spoiler first, and then I jump into a spoiler-esque kind of review, so you guys know exactly why I recommend this. If not, you just watch the first portion. I'll get you guys a thumbs up or thumbs down why you should see it, and then you can go from there, and then you can come back and watch the rest of the video. Whatever you guys like to do, go ahead, check out my other content. Figure reviews have been dropping like crazy on the Transformer Vault. Check that out. Check out the Degenerate Wrestling Sessions on YouTube for wrestling interviews with superstars that the two sits down, and we're having a blast with that as well. But we thank you all across the board, Throne Nation, for all your support. So let's just get to it. What movie am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite movies probably of all time. Could be possibly top 10. Remember, it's my personal top 10, not yours. But what am I talking about? Blast from the Past, starring Brendan Fraser. Let me give you a little bit of the numbers, guys. So the movie was released February 12th of 1999. Yes, it's been a while. 21 years. I can't believe. I remember me being young, going into theater to watch this at least 10 times. I think this is probably the most watched movie of all time by myself. When I'm down, cheer you up, whatever, this movie does it for you. Anyways, let's tell you it's about an hour and 50 minutes long, guys. It's directed by Hugh Wilson. It was released February 12, 1999, so it was a Valentine's Day movie. So if you guys are looking for what kind of Valentine's movie or romantic comedy, this is the movie for you. This is the cast. It stars Brendan Fraser. He plays Adam. Alicia Silverstone plays Eve. Getting the theme here. Christopher Walken. Yes, the great Christopher Walken's in this one. I'm telling you, this guy knocks it out of the park all the time. He plays his father, Calvin. Sissy Spacek plays his mother, Helen. And Dave Foley plays Troy. What's her name? Alicia Silverstone's gay best friend. Phenomenal. Just those actors alone, I'm getting goosebumps for mentioning it. That's how good this film is. Anyways, why should you watch this? It's damn good. From beginning and from the premises of how people used to think back in the day, and it's relevant now. It's amazing how that works out. It was the Cold War, I'm going to say that, between the US and the Russians, and then something happens tragically. Christopher Walken's character kind of like, oh my god, we have to go into this bunker. The rest is history. So they stand up there for like 20 years. They have a kid, which is played by Brendan Fraser. He's taught by his parents to believe some stuff his own way. Meanwhile, the rest of the civilization went on with their lives. These guys think that something's happened, like they've been attacked and stuff. So they run out of foods and supplies, send their son up, and the journey begins. And you can only imagine what values his parents instilled from the 60s, now back then in the 90s, and how they act. And oh my god, there's like comedy that drops left, right, and center. He meets this mouthy Alicia Silverstone character who's, sticks up for herself, which is great. It adds that 1-2 punch. He's polar opposites, guys. And she meets him up with him. He needs to get supplies, and he doesn't know where the hell where he fits in the world. And she kind of slowly helps him fit in, slowly reveals the world to him that, hey, this is not how it really is. This is how it is. And as he goes through the movie, he begins to learn the truth of the whole situation, that, maybe they weren't at war with the with the Russians back in the day, and they were imprisoned, and things have changed, times have changed, and it's cool to see the journey from beginning to end, how he changes, and then later on, the outcome at the ending of the film, which is pretty cool too. A little bit of love story, a little bit jealousy, a little bit of comedy, big time. First time moments for Brendan Fraser's character, because he's like basically a kid discovering everything for the first time, because he's been locked down there for so many years. So, but beginning to end, Christopher Walken's character, Sissy Spacek, I'm telling you, it all fits very well into one little beautiful bundle. and I highly recommend it. So now I'm going to tell you guys, spoiler, put that spoiler thing on the screen, why I loved it. I'll name off a few key moments that stick out to my mind and that I can watch this thing over and over. Anyways, beginning of the film sets up the whole movie for you. They're arguing, it's during the Cold War between the US and Russia. We don't know if the Russians are going to attack or infiltrate the States. His father's a scientist. He creates a whole bunch of crap. Meanwhile, this guy's made a bunker in the ground, and for some tragic reason, they're going down there. He's just kind of like checking things out, and he thinks it's been attacked. There's an airplane that crashes, and he thinks that the commies are going to get him. So he takes him and his wife, who's pregnant at the time, locks them into a bunker for at least, I would say, almost 30 years. So they got supplies underneath there, whatever. Meanwhile, the rest of the world's moving on, and they're just stuck in their bubble, believing that they've been attacked by the Russians, and they're trying to, you know, survive an atomic bomb or whatever attack, a radiation attack or blast or whatever the crap, and then shit goes down. So he's, you know, he grows up in the basement, believing every single word that his parents tell him. So he's kind of been a little bit, in a sense, brainwashed to their beliefs and not, you know, totally oblivious to what the real world is and how you're supposed to interact with each other. So, like always, you can only live so long in the bunker. It unlocks. They've been locked down there for, I think, 30 years or something. He set the stupid timer, and it just conveniently that they, you know, had supplies for 30 years. Everything goes down, and then he needs to go up. He kind of goes, what the hell is all this? So that's where the comedy starts. And there's this guy who owns this bar upstairs who's kind of like totally lost it. And every interaction, there's something, he faints, and it's hilarious, guys. I'm going to tell you every single detail. And apparently next door there's an adult bookstore. That's the biggest gag of the whole film, that he needs to find that in order to find his way back home after he does get pushed out to get supplies and stuff for his parents. He rather takes it on, you know, the task of doing so and kind of dealing with these people because he's younger. He can, you know, fend for himself. His parents not too much. They're a little on the frail side. They're in their 60s, to tell you the truth. So he goes on his journey. He takes a whole bunch of stuff that his father gives him and, you know, the lessons learned as a kid out. Meets Eve, which is played by Alicia Silverstone. That's his first encounter. He's trying to sell his baseball cards. And, of course, where she works, she has a mouth. She realizes that he's getting ripped off by these high-tech, not high-tech, but pricey, valuable baseball cards. And he kind of, like, slowly begins to fall for her because it's his first interaction with a female, and she's beautiful. So that's where that kind of goes, and then it kind of slowly unravels. She thinks she's a little bit of a weirdo. Where does he live? And she's trying to guess, and she's dealing with her ex and all this crap and bad relationships, and she doesn't really trust guys but doesn't, and then she kind of sees how he is, and she's slowly falling for this kind of guy, and she's usually into the, you know, the jock type or whatever. And then you meet Troy, her gay best friend, which is hilarious. The chemistry between those two, unreal. And then later with Fraser's character, when he learns how to ride skates, you know, roller skates and stuff, it's so damn cool. I think he's going nuts, basically. So he slowly reveals what the story is, and that his parents lived in a fallout shelter and all this crap. And then she calls a shrink on him, and then that's where the drama goes. He gets chased around. He leaves, smashes the car, runs for his life, basically, to go lock himself up so he doesn't have to be arrested and deal with whatever the hell. She's dealing with her own bullshit. There's one cool scene that, you know, she tells him, be yourself and whatever. She's kind of jealous, but she doesn't want him to find a wife because she's playing hard to get. But trust me, it backfires, and he goes to this old kind of like 40s dive kind of club with, you know, margaritas and all these drinks and shit, and this guy puts on a show like there's no tomorrow, and the expression on Alicia Silverstone's face is priceless. I'm telling you right now, I'm leaving out a lot for a reason, because you gotta watch it from beginning to end. All the actors bring it. Every scene advances the story is basically what's going on. You see how he comes up and naive and totally oblivious to the world, like basically how a kid would be if you give him, you know, like, here, go out and fend for yourself, and you're kind of like seeing everything for the first time, like actual water, like the ocean, rollerblades, TV in color, like small little things like that. And of course you throw little comedy bits like the adult bookstore, and oh my god, that funny scene, finding his way back home, and then the way the movie ends is phenomenal. He ends up putting him in there for 6 months while him and Eve replicate their house outside, and then he kind of like breaks the news to his parents that, listen, to his father in particular, hey, we weren't attacked by the Russians. It was actually a jet fighter plane that crashed and caused the whole thing. And he's like, don't tell your mother because she's going to kill me. And it's the damn truth, he would have got killed. But Sissy Spacek and everybody else delivered. And I'm telling you, I'm not giving this movie enough praise. So there you go. I'm going to end it right there. I highly recommend you guys check this movie out. It's one of my favorites. I've watched this thing every single year, sometimes twice a year, depending on what kind of mood I feel. If I'm feeling a little down and depressed or whatever the crap it is, you know, you put this thing in, great. If you have a date, girlfriend, wife, whatever, it's still good to watch as a romantic comedy. It came out February 12th back in the day, and you know what? I still love the movie to this day, and like I said, it'd probably be in my top 10 for my personal list. So there you go. This is this week's movie recommendation right here on the Movie Throne. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Might do maybe another 1 or 2 more weeks of these romantic comedies, and then I'm going to dive back into the serious type of movies for the rest of us. But like I say, I watch every single thing on the face of the earth. So if I think it's good and I want to recommend to you guys, I'm going to bring it right here on the channel. And like always, guys, like, share, subscribe to the Movie Throne. Check out my other YouTube channels, the Degenerate Sessions and the Transformer Vault for figure reviews. Not only Transformer figures, everything on their sun now. I'm slowly getting my hands on everything, but like everything, costs money. So stay off the King's Throne, and I will definitely see you guys next week right here on YouTube. Take it easy.